Creating a HTML document. Before we are going to create a HTML document, first let us see what is website design. Website design means planning, creation and updating of websites. Website design also involves information architecture, website structure, user interface, navigation, website layout, colors, contrast, fonts and images as well as icons design. Web design is used as a general term to describe any of the various tasks involved in creating a web page. The web consists of web pages presenting information using different technologies and linked together with hyperlinks. There are two basic aspects to any web page found on the internet. The first is a presentation that the user interacts with, usually visual, and the second is a backend that includes information for non-human browsers. The basic concept of a markup language is used to tell a browser how to present information is called the Hypertext Markup Language HTML. HTML is used to create web pages. Website authors use HTML to format text as titles and headings, to arrange graphics on a web page, to link to different pages within a website and to link a different websites. How HTML is used to create a web document? HTML is a set of codes that a website author inserts into a plain text file to format the content. The author inserts HTML tags or commands before and after words or phrases to indicate their format and location on the page. HTML tags are also used to add tables, lists, images, music and other elements to a web page. Web document contains three major sections: the header section, the title section and the body section. The head section includes the web pages identifying information including the website's title and important keywords. The body section is the main portion of the web page visible to the viewer, including the text and the graphics. How HTML is used to navigate the internet? Hypertext is a text that references other web pages or text and that, when clicked on, allows the user to access referenced text or web page. HTML is used to embed hyperlinks within web pages. Hyperlinks allow the user to move easily within web pages and between websites stored on different servers. How it works? The first step in learning how the website works. It is understanding that the web and the internet are two distinctly different technologies. However, they work together to make the World Wide Web, WWW, what it is today. It explores the web, and what you search, you get the information from the website. The World Wide Web is otherwise referred as WWW or W3 or Web. It is currently the most advanced information system deployed on the internet. It is a body of software, a set of protocols and conventions. Through the use of hypertext and multimedia techniques, the web is easy for anyone to roam, browse and contribute to. There are three main parts to the World Wide Web technology: the browser, server and protocol. The browser that is viewing the information, the server that holds the information and the protocol that connects the two. The browser is a software application that requests the retrieval of information from the World Wide Web and displays the data on your computer. Microsoft Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator are two examples of browsers. The server is the hardware running a set of software application. The server is also a software application that retrieves the requested data and formats it for display or execute tasks requested by the browser. The protocol is the method used to communicate between the browser and server. World Wide Web in action. Now we'll see the diagrammatic representation of the web server and the web browser, how it is connected with each other. Basically, the World Wide Web works in the following manner. While on your computer, you access one of the browser, such as Netscape Navigator. Then you enter the URL address of the information you want to retrieve. When you press enter, the browser sends the URL via the protocol HTTP to the server, such as Netscape Enterprise, which is on the server. The server software applications retrieve the data, formats it using HTML, and returns the static page back to the browser for your viewing pleasure. What are URLs, HTTPs and HTMLs? URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator, and it is the address of your file and usually consists of four parts: the protocol, server, path and file name. For example, if you want to visit any educational institution, particularly Periyar Maniamma University website, we have to give the URL address as http://www.pmu.edu is the example of a URL. HTTP is the protocol. www indicates you are going to access the World Wide Web. pmu.edu is the server or domain. PMU is the owner of the domain. EDU is the owner type designator and indicates that the owner of the information is an educational institution. Likewise, other organization type designators are, if it is a commercial institution or government or organization, we should give them with the website either .com or .gov or .org. So .com stands for commercial institution, .gov government organization, .org represents it may be any private organization. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext refers to a collection of hyperlink laden documents. A hyperlink is a word, phrase or image that when clicked sends user to another document. Transfer refers to the sending of commands from the browser to the web server to read the requested web page. Protocol is an agreed upon sequence of bits, bytes or characters exchanged between programs for purposes of sending and receiving data. HTML is a language used to build web pages. HTML uses standard codes or tags to determine how a web page looks when your browser displays it. HTML tags also display the hyperlinks that connect information and the World Wide Web. We'll see some of the basic definitions of web designing: browser, client, cookie, firewall. GIF, HTML, HTTP, JPEG, Webmaster and Web Server. And some of the abbreviation terms are given here. ISS stands for Internet Information Server, IP stands for Internet Protocol, JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group, PWS stands for Personal Web Server, URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator, WWW stands for World Wide Web. To take any HTML document, it consists of head and body. Most HTML document files begin with a HTML tag and end with HTML tag. This tells the browser that you are using HTML language. The general format is given below: HTML, head, then whatever heading we want to give, we should give it between head tag, and if we have any body of the content, we should give it between the body tag and close the HTML tag. Head section contains information about the page such as the site title, keywords, etc. Only the title is visible to the user at the top of the window and all other information is hidden. Title is what gets copied to the bookmark, so it is important to put a short descriptive title to your page. Also, notice that there are lines that start with the following symbol: exclamation symbol. There are 2 colons are given. These are called comments line. Comments are not visible to the viewer and they are for writing and reading of the source code to facilitate the reading. That means it implies it is a command line of the HTML coding. Body section contains the information that is visible to the viewer. We have different types of formatting tag. which is explained here. Text formatting tag. If you want to give bold text or italic or underlining, we should give it within the B stands for bold the text, I stands for italic the text, U stands for underline the text. Next, we'll see about how to lay out the formatting text. If you want to give any break, we have to give BR. BR stands for line break. Next, if you want to make any paragraph, we should give it between P tag. If you want to make any text center, we should give it within center tag. If you want to give any commands, you should give it with the following symbol: exclamation symbol and hyphens. In addition to that, we can give any link and images. If you want to refer some other website, we can make a link. How to make a link? So this is the syntax used. H reference equal to, and you should give the website address. Next, if you want to communicate any information through email, that also we can do it, making email link href equal to email address, that making a email link. Adding images. If you want to include any pictures, images or animated files, we should give the images using img, src and image file. There are 6 steps involved to publish on the web. 1. Obtain space on your web server if needed. 2. Gather your content, text, images, audio, video and work with the appropriate tools. 3. Format and save your files as HTML documents. 4. Preview your file locally in a web browser. 5. Upload your file to the web server. And the last step, 6. Review your file for look, content, link, etc. on the web. Nesting tag. HTML tags should be nested in a proper order. It should not be overlapped. It is meaning that the tag opened most recently is always the next tag to close. In the following example, HTML code is nested correctly and we have drawn lines to connect opening and closing tags. Case sensitivity. HTML tags are not case sensitive. We can give capital letters or small letters. All work the same way. There are some special and extended HTML characters or not tags that are case sensitive. URL web addresses are case sensitive. So when you are creating a link to HTML code, be sure to type it in the correct letter case for the web address you are linking to. What is HTML? HTML is a markup language for describing web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. A markup language is a set of markup tags. HTML documents are described by HTML tags, and each HTML tag describes different document content. Now let us see how to create a HTML document. We'll see first step 1. When you want to create a HTML document using Notepad, first we have to open a Notepad. It may be in Windows 7 or earlier version. Click Start button, bottom left on your screen. Click All Program, click Accessory, click Notepad. To open Notepad in Windows 8 or later, open the Start screen, the Windows symbol at the bottom left on your screen. Now you type it in the Notepad. After typing in the Notepad, now you go to the file, click Save As. Now you give your file name new text document dot with the extension HTML. Always HTML file should be saved with the extension .html. After saving, now go to the browser in the Internet Explorer. Now you get the web page. This is the procedure how to create a small HTML document using Notepad. Rules for writing a HTML document. All HTML documents must start with the type declaration. For example, the HTML document itself begins with HTML open tag and end with HTML closing tag. The visible part of the HTML document is between body and /body closing tag. The HTML headings are defined with the 6 headings H1 to H6 tags. For example, H1, this is the heading, and close the heading 1 /H1. Similarly, H6. HTML paragraphs are defined with the P tag. For example, if we want to give any paragraph, it should be given between P opening tag /P closing tag. HTML links. HTML links are defined with the A tag. For example, this is the syntax used. A, H or EF equal to, between double quotes we should give the link address. HTML images. HTML images are defined with the IMG tag. IMG stands for image. The source file SRC, the alternative text ALT, and the size we should specify. Width and height of the image should be given. This is the syntax used. HTML elements. HTML elements are made up of by HTML elements. HTML elements are written with a start tag and also with the end tag. It should be given the following format. Nested HTML tags. HTML elements can be nested. Elements can contain any values. All HTML document consists of nested HTML elements. It should not be overlapped. HTML lowercase tags. HTML tags are not case sensitive. HTML attributes. HTML attributes can have any values. Attributes provides additional information about an element. Attributes are always specified in the start tag. Attribute come in name or value pairs like name equal to value. In this chapter, we have learned about the following. All HTML can have head and body section. We can include text formatting tag and layout formatting tag. We can add link and images, and learn about how to publish on the web. What is HTML? How to create a document using HTML? What are the steps involved to create a HTML document in Notepad? Rules for writing a HTML document, especially how to make use of paragraph, p tag, how to include the HTML elements and attributes. Now we'll see the demo.